Thotlakonda, which in Telugu means hill of cisterns or hill of tanks because of the several tanks that have been hewn into the rocky hilltop to store water thousands of years ago by Buddhist monks, is around 25 kilometers to the north of Vizag on the Vizag-Beamley Beach Road. As of now, the area is partially managed by the State Archaeology Department and by the Vishakhapatnam Metropolitan Region Development Authority or VMRDA. On 12th February 2021, a state government GO, Order number 21, was announced seeking to reduce the area under Archaeology Department from 3,143 acres to around 120.88 acres. From the tone and content of the GO, it is apparent that the rest of the hill will be freed up for commercial exploitation. This move has shocked those interested in the continued archaeological study of the area and several groups who practice and respect the ancient Buddhist faith. But what is so important about Thotlakonda? In 1976, the Indian Navy, looking for a suitable site to establish a naval facility, were conducting an aerial survey along the coast between Vizag and Beamley. In the grassy hill known at that time as Survey number 314, the helicopter pilots were surprised to find what appeared to be the ruins of structures partly covered with earth and overgrown with bushes and grass. They realized that what they had seen was of historical significance and promptly informed the local administration. Soon, archaeologists from the Andhra Pradesh State Archaeology Department visited the site and declared that the ruins were in fact an ancient Buddhist site. Two GOs, numbers 2069 of 1976 and 627 of 1978, were published notifying the area for archaeology. A Gazette notification number 27 was also published in July 1978 stating, "The Governor of Andhra Pradesh declares that the ancient Thotlakonda, situated in survey number 314 at Mangamaripeta village, as described in the annexure, to be a protected monument." Soon after, archaeologists from the State Archaeology Department carried out an excavation of a small portion of the hill for 4 years from 1988 to 1992. To their amazement, they found remnants of an evolved Buddhist monastery. The excavated portion yielded pieces of pottery such as tanware, black redware, coins from the Satvahana period, Roman coins, labels with Brahmi inscriptions, inscribed chatra pieces, terracotta and glass beads, bangles, stuccos, stone sculptural remains, and so on. They concluded that the area had the remnants of a flourishing Buddhist monastery practicing Hinayana Buddhism over a period of 600 years from 300 BCE to 300 CE. It must be said that as a state, we do not give archaeology the importance that it deserves. The department is always underfunded, understaffed, and bundled along with departments such as tourism, sports, and youth affairs. All these departments are under a single principal secretary and a minister. We can gauge the importance of archaeology in the state by seeing the AP government's website giving the list of ministers. The word archaeology does not even occur in the portfolio of the minister currently handling the assignment. Archaeology throughout the world is considered a most important aspect of a country's legacy. Internationally, archaeological sites are well funded and excavations are done under the best talent available within the country and often with the support of the international archaeological community. It is obvious that those countries value their heritage and have a scientific disposition. Moreover, they understand how to make heritage management a positive long-term revenue model. Unfortunately, in our case, the site, along with many others like it, languished for many decades without even an interpretation center, basic amenities for visitors, or even an accredited professional guide. An entire hill presented itself for research, but obviously, with the poor funding and manpower, only a small portion of the hill was excavated and the site was then forgotten. Now, in GO number 21, the state government says that during the period 1976 to 1978, an error was made by not specifying the exact boundaries of the archaeological site.
As seen from the notification number 27, dated 13/07/1978, it is noticed that the area covered by the said Buddhist complex in 314 and the subdivision details which is proposed to be declared as a protected monument are not specified properly. Hence, the Commissioner, Department of Archaeology and Museums has submitted proposals informing that there is an omission error in the notification that the extent of the land was not mentioned in the GORT number 627.
In the recent GO, it is mentioned that the Tahsildar of Biminipatnam has communicated that the survey number 314 has been subdivided into 120 acres and 88 cents, with a new survey number 416 proposed for Archaeology and Museums Department. While perusing the GO number 627, one cannot find any reference to survey number 416. Whereas survey number 314 was notified with exact boundaries and a map in July 1978, the carving out of survey number 416 was done with no notification in any gazette. It is a mystery as to why the Tahsildar waited for 4 decades to flag this issue. We must wonder also how the Tahsildar could take such a far-reaching decision. How could he recommend denotification of 3,000 acres of land? Since this is a vast area of land, did the collector or Tahsildar conduct a public hearing? Did they discuss the matter with the community, stakeholders, and especially those who wish to conserve our heritage? While on the subject, we must mention the curious case of the film club called the Film Nagar Cultural Centre or FNCC. In a GO MS number 282 of 5th July 2016, the Revenue Department of Andhra Pradesh, in an inexplicable move, ordered the allotment of 15 acres of land a few hundred meters away from the excavated portion of the Thotlakonda monastery. There was an uproar from Buddhist societies and from those interested in safeguarding our precious heritage sites. The story broke on print and electronic media, and soon everybody had something to say about it. A couple of public interest litigations were filed in the AP High Court challenging the allocation of the land to the film club. The bills were eventually disposed of in September 2019 with the following comments.
The allotment of land in favor of Andhra Pradesh Tourism Development Corporation is beyond the protected area as per the report of Chief Urban Planner of Visakhapatnam, and it is not prohibited. On the other hand, it would enhance the historical importance of the monument. The allotment of land to Film Nagar Cultural Centre, Visakhapatnam, can be completed only after denotifying the land by exercising power under Section 4(3). Till then, the Film Nagar Cultural Centre, Visakhapatnam, shall not be handed over possession of the property.
One may well ask how a land given to AP Tourism Development Corporation, a state government undertaking, was then again given to an external private party, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is another intriguing story. While the Honourable Judge, in his wisdom, remarked that a film club near the excavated area
it would enhance the historical importance of the monument.
It is difficult to understand how that film club could do so. As we mentioned earlier, the application for the Vizag Film Club was made by the Hyderabad Film Club. And let's see what the FNCC Hyderabad website has to say about their club.
Film Nagar Cultural Centre FNCC was established with the main aim of encouraging the Telugu film fraternity in the vicinity and elsewhere too to have facilities similar to clubs, recreation to all connected to film industry, and also to encourage activities connected to film, TV and various cultural activities. The website then goes on to show their facilities such as pubs and rooftop bars.
Thotlakonda has been left undisturbed for more than 2,000 years since it was last inhabited, and this allowed the flora and fauna of this area to develop naturally. It is a living laboratory for biologists, archaeologists, geologists and other scientists. Thotlakonda is a hill which is mostly surrounded by low-lying grasslands rich with biodiversity. It is a place where many raptors from the bird kingdom hunt during the day and night. We can see white-bellied sea eagles, Indian rock eagle, Indian spotted eagle, black-shouldered kites, common kestrel, and many more raptors hunting on these grounds. According to the Global Bird Repository, eBird, which pools data submitted by various bird watchers and biologists from across the globe, there are an estimated 90 species of birds here. These hill ranges are home to some of the most endangered and lesser-known mammal species like the rusty spotted cat, Indian pangolin, barking deer, and mouse deer. The top carnivore in the area is the Indian leopard, although its current distribution status is unknown. Many such wild animals and reptiles inhabiting the shrublands of Thotlakonda are protected under different schedules of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. These animals have significant influence on native vegetation, soils, and disbursement of nutrients in the natural environment. They play a key ecological role and intricate interrelationships among various biological communities in the area. Not only that, the aesthetic value and ecosystem services of these hillocks to the citizens of Vizag are invaluable. The Visakhapatnam coast is historically known for its beautiful green rolling hills. However, in recent times, hill after hill has been given away for urbanization and commercialization. We are now left with hardly any hills, such as a part of Yerada Hill, Bavikonda, Thotlakonda, and Pavaralkonda. If these hills were also to be given away, we would have lost forever our hilltop ecosystem. Irrespective of the legal issues surrounding this case, we must think beyond short-term gains. The excavation of entire historical area of Thotlakonda is far from complete. Researchers have opined that there is still a lot of evidence from the Buddhist period that is yet to be excavated. Archaeological digs and excavations throughout the world, for example in Egypt, Greece, China, and even in India, go on for decades, yielding valuable information about our past. There is an opinion that further archaeological survey of the entire area of 3,143 acres under survey number 314 should be carried out by the Archaeological Survey of India, the central archaeological body, which probably has more resources than the resources of the AP State Archaeology Department. If for some reason further archaeological investigation cannot be conducted at this time, the site should be mothballed and left alone for future archaeologists with more resources. Just because we want to monetize the land now does not mean that we deprive future generations of their right to research and even perhaps monetize the land at a future date. The state government GEO number 21 dated 12th February 2021 is misconceived. It will ruin our opportunity to learn more about our past. The GEO must be withdrawn and the site left undisturbed except for some low-impact, responsible tourism, completing of the partly built interpretation center, the structure of which is ready since 2016, and restarting the excavation of the untouched portions of the hill under the Archaeological Survey of India at the center. Let us all think beyond the horizons of our own lifetime and pass on the legacy of history to the future generations to come.